we don't believe they have a mandate for anything. And secondly, that they will invade Guyana. And if you look at the assessment done by CNN and many international bodies, they believe too, because they speak to a lot of people in Venezuela, in the military, in the US intelligence circles. People believe that Venezuela will not invade. But we cannot, the leadership in Guyana cannot just take assurances from the Maduro government that they will not invade the country, even if that is so. We have to be prepared for any eventuality, and we must not let our guard down or let ourselves be less vigilant. We have to be very vigilant in this upcoming period because the Venezuelan leadership has shown itself to be very unpredictable. And therefore, that is why we have been working with our partners to ensure that we enhance defense cooperation. That should the worst outcome happen, that we can defend our country by all means necessary.
What does defense cooperation mean?
Defense cooperation means defense cooperation. It means that we are engaging, we are coordinating efforts. Those who are engaged with us are working with us to build our capacity, or not just planning capability, but to look at protecting our territorial integrity. We are not a belligerent country, and we are not one that will threaten Venezuela. So we are acting purely in a precautionary manner and in a defense capability. But that doesn't mean that should they defy the International Court of Justice or defy the consensus in the world, that we will just sit down and accept it. And therefore, this is defense cooperation means preparing for the worst outcome.
So if Venezuela were to attempt something even remotely like what happened with Ancoco, Guyana is ready?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with hypotheticals because we don't want to seem as belligerent as Venezuela has been, because that's language for them. We have made it clear we are before the ICJ. We will not remove our case from the ICJ. The ICJ has made it clear that they intend to hear the case to its finality. We believe we have a strong case. Venezuela will have a very hard time proving that the 1899 award was flawed. And we believe that we'd have an entirely positive ruling in our favor once the substantive matter is concluded definitively by the court. And therefore, we are interested in pursuing this peaceful means, a mean that is part of the Geneva Agreement. And therefore, we don't want to sound belligerent.
Right. So as you're being vigilant and in preparing for these hearings and so on, how has that affected the work of government, and does things slow down because you're concentrating on this issue?
No. We are focused on our development agenda. We're focused on exercising sovereignty over our resources and utilizing those resources in sovereign Guyanese territory, all 83,000 square miles, utilizing those resources in favor and to the benefit of all of our people. We have not changed or slackened the pace on any of our development programs. So the work of government continues, and I would say to the people of Guyana, don't get caught up in this incessant, almost traumatic experience of worrying unnecessarily and sharing things that may not be the truth. Just last night, the Guyana Defense Force had to issue a statement. People were circulating that a flag was raised over our territory. It was not so. But by the time they clarified that, tens of thousands of shares had been done in Guyana. It's as though we have this collective view of self-punishment and not just antagonizing people, but causing a great deal of uneasiness and worry to many people in our country.